I wanted to talk a little bit today about gas to liquids. A few years ago, I was asked by the bipartisan working group in the Senate to go to South Africa to learn more about gas to liquids, the process. As an elected official, I don't know that I recommend going to South Africa. It was a trip that ended up on the front page of the Anchorage Daily News, but it was a very worthwhile trip. It was a 36-hour flight there. It's about as far away from Alaska as you can get. And then I think I spent 4 or 5 days there and took another 36-hour flight back. Went to Cape Town and Mossel Bay. South Africa really pioneered gas to liquids. It was actually, I should say, started in Germany during World War II. They didn't have resources for their military, so they tried to figure out how to turn coal and gas into liquids. South Africa, during the apartheid years, same thing. They didn't have access to oil, so they started to try to figure out how to turn their coal and gas into high-quality, clean-burning liquids, which you could use in cars and jets and things like that. This is something that we have not seen a whole lot in other places around the world. You're starting to see it. You've got a huge plant in Qatar, I believe 140,000 barrels per day of clean liquids. When we were, and Senator McGuire also went to South Africa, we talked to some representatives. Sasol is one of the organizations in South Africa that does gas to liquids and coal to liquids. They're really starting to pioneer this technology. There's other groups out there that have their own technologies. I know BP has looked into it, Exxon's looked into it, Shell is certainly one of the organizations that's very far ahead in this. Here's the basic philosophy. There's a process called Fischer-Tropsch. There's other processes that they're developing which can convert mostly coal, mostly gas, into ultra-clean liquids. You remove the sulfur, and you have a product that sells for a 30% premium over Alaska crude. And this is one idea which I think has not gotten the focus and attention that I believe it deserves. One of the concerns that we're hearing about is the Trans-Alaska Pipeline throughput has declined significantly. We've gone from 2 million barrels in 1989 down to 600 and change this past year. One of the ways you can significantly increase the throughput through TAPS is through a gas to liquids plant on the North Slope. Right now, we're currently re-injecting 8 billion cubic feet every single day of natural gas into the ground. We're pulling it out. We have huge, incredible, rich resource of natural gas on the North Slope, particularly in Prudhoe Bay, not so much in Kaparik. Re-injecting that into the ground and using that as an enhanced oil recovery mechanism to pull more oil out of the ground. What if we took, and actually we've got a Department of Natural Resources study that was just completed recently, state of Alaska, which looked into the concept of, instead of using all that for reinjection, what if we did a GTL plant on the North Slope? Here's what